Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they made it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
I spit in the wrong way.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
That's heel.
And it's Chiefs football.
I got heel.
1st and 10.
Man, what my quarterback?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Come on, man.
A good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 3. He sets up the screen to Jones.
I gotta call time up. Cause this ain't right. Oh yeah, he is a 95. That's right. Speed 82. How bad. Wide receivers, okay.
7:30. Whoa.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially pass rushers,
I got to win all 6.
That you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they
watch the inside, watch the run.
All week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
They thirsting about 30. Second and 30, I mean. I got what now?
When the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from
Put that ball, boy.
In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback.
It's Allen.
Get that quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5.
Got to make up for that interception. That one person never happened.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing
with guys who
knew how to rush the passer.
Get back they love.
They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there.
Good block.
That's exactly what happened on that play.
He gone. He gone.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
That's a Super Bowl on here. Okay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
That quarterback big.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll set up a throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Stinking lead.
The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants,
it's going to get harder and harder, though.
What makes it work?
The timing
You don't think
between
so?
the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
You lost the 4th
In
one.
this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside.
Nah, you want...
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch.
You want that 18K?
He's fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On play action, Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I was on the quarterback anyway. I was going to kill him. Punt the ball again.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this is going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A nice, tidy little drive there. Getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that,
Nothing.
right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically
Pass the ball.
scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll just
pass the ball.
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. They'll try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. I would like
Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Loser.
DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
He in my way.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Are you watching it now?
They go play action here on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones.
97 running back.
Touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
There you go.
It never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25.
Where he would have been if he would have stayed in the end zone.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And
Oh,
some
where that
dangerous
ball?
territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up.
Oh, where
This
that
one might be
ball?
over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's
Scared.
incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
User.
Cannot get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the
I'm glad I killed him,
The
bro.
amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is
That
absolutely
end,
extraordinary. Let's just
that
face it.
on
This
left,
offensive
I think he was
line
right
flat
tackle.
out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning. So he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
And it's only the 2nd quarter, so he's got some time. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. You don't see this often.
Have to play some good offense to get down there to score or kick a field goal.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is
I like to have that quarterback.
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Oh, my
throwing
gosh,
on
boy.
3rd down there, but he
He like to have
can't
it,
connect.
though. That was a good throw.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th
Gotta run it back, Tariq.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Man. Good block, though.
So we reach and now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This one taken from the 7.
Gone, Tariq.
And some room to run now. There he goes, left side.
Yep.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 93-yard kickoff.
So you get goals, you get like stuff, like rewards and stuff for doing stuff like that too.
People still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified,
But it make you like your rank and stuff go up, though.
Stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That boy got 3 sacks, 4 tackles.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Seen that, bro?
Aaron Jones, 29 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There you go.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one.
You might get a reward for not letting nobody score.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I need that 18K, boy. That thing hit Michael Vick out a lot.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Turning points.
Well, this
So
is a
the corner
defense
just
that
helped
can
me
confuse
out.
even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's turning in.
But I thought like they give me training points too.
And a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the delay, Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They never suck.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Stop me, bro.
A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. First and 10
you should have seen me run it back. Look how I do that punter. Yeah, but I ran the ball.
Chiefs now getting set to...
That shit crazy. Let me show you that shit. There you go right here. You see it? Look at that shit.
How you had enough stamina to do all that? Come
dude came in at number 41, came back. What did he do?
With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've
He
taught me
loaded.
this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again.
That's crazy.
The rest of the game.
Oh, I got the little gang Kyle watching something.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
They want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
My running back got 5 touchdowns.
Penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Sims. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Bust through the tackle. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check in. Oh, you got deep?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones muscles him off. He'll have another first down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Beast mode.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And partner,
hey, what's the name of your joint?
With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football
I subscribed.
Touchdown scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Gostkowski for the point after.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here.
That music too loud.
Find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Jones. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And
he was scared of me. I was going to run him over. Look, I was going to run that nigga over. He moved out my way.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I ain't want to let you
what
see
does it
it.
matter? These
crazy.
guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins.
And I like to get it back. I like to get it back. I almost did. I was going to go deep with Hill, too.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside
I got to take this.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
But it ain't never been a kill. Won't be finished if you know mama catch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Can't say I'm wrong. For him to fuck what's going on. Can't tell me shit about that.
Allen now to throw again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
My nigga told me I'm fresh. Made it out with from the nigga, you something special. But you gotta fall back from doing all that ish. Wait, dancing with the devil. Could've taken minutes, still trying to arrest. Don't give a fuck, I'm still clutching Beretta. I'm still clutching that man.
From the gun, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey.
Dog, I'm a beast. You seen that?
And that will light a
I'm
finish
beating
to
bricks.
this ball game.
I'm beating the bricks off of mine.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game.
Look, look at the interception right there.
They were suffocating there again in a big way.
That's the
And
interception.
they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the
Look,
case,
he about to
but
catch.
by being able to adjust to
around.
anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
0 seconds left.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point.
Let's try something.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete
Just
to
trying
his tight
something.
end, Waller. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Let me see what his stats was. Man, that dude, my running back had 18 attempts, 215 yards, 8 touchdowns. He got 420 plus yards. The longest was a 31. Let me look at Hill. Hill, 2 touchdowns, 15 catches. The longest was 43. He had 100 yards. Want me keep airing it?
Huh?
Want me keep airing it?
You can, but you can close if you want. What is that? Like 40 minutes?
I don't know. He ain't showing it. What it say?
45 minutes.
That's all right.
Yeah, you can close it if you want.
Level it up, bro.
Alright.
New level challenge. They don't need to see all that good stuff.